Sahara Conference. We'll talk about that in a minute as the chip-off is about to happen here. Club Africain take on the Maktown Flyers. The Flyers need to win to stay in contention here in the Sahara Conference and fight for a place in Kigali.
They won the opening game against the JCA Kings from Cote d'Ivoire, but have fallen to Al Ahly and FUS de Rabat.
Support behind Club Africain as the charge going through. Haggins just gets in the way of Drame, who's gone down quite hard, but peels himself off the floor.
Hassan Drame, the most blocked player in this Maktown Flyers team, but that doesn't deter him from always attacking the paint. This time he finds Aminu Mohamed and Haggins, who bring him down. He'll go to the free throw line with the first opportunity to score in this game.
A physical presence, Jamel Haggins. He really does, the American. Found his place in this team, in this Club Africain team, and you know, the 35-year-old, lots of experience around the world. But you can pick your winner, Asha, bal.nba.com/team vote, and you can choose between Club Africain, Maktown Flyers. Now's the time to get your vote in. Asha's already done hers.
That is for the fans and everyone who's viewing this game.
Well, three attempts to try and get for the points for Club Africain. Maktown Flyers coming out of this, soaring quickly into a good position. There's that man Corbin, deadly as per usual, and good ball handling. Butler gets it out, Olasameka, and it's come off the foot of Abada.
So much intensity here for the Maktown Flyers. That's how they want to start this game. Put pressure on Club Africain on offense, but also not make things easy for them on defense.
Picked up here by Corbin. Corbin into the paint. Good work there. Olasameka taking the pass. That was good vision.
4 points in the paint for the Maktown Flyers. It's working for them, but they also have a lot of artillery from the three-point line yet to be launched.
Haggins kicks it out. Long-range shot going over the top from Hadidan, but it's rebounded competently there by Abba. Little floater, lovely touch there. I like the way that it was addressed. Cool touch, Butler gets his two.
Things are working for the Maktown Flyers. That's how they like to start games.
And Abba will pick up his first foul.
Great game reading there from Haggins for the fake. Abba buys it, and Haggins will go to the free throw line, but the way that he sends Abba literally flying and attempts the basket there, smart play, veteran move from Haggins. Abba will have to rethink going forward.
Only player with points so far on the scoreboard for Club Africain, and about to go to the free throw line and try and add to that. Doesn't manage to get the shots. He's at 83.3 coming into this from the free throw line. Able to get that shot off the glass. Abada, blocking it big time. Drame comes in, the Malian doing a brilliant job.
Good timing for Hassan Drame to run down the lane there, try and stop Omar Abada, who had already lost his balance mid-air.
He's a crafty player though, isn't he? Asher, capable of, you know, just sneaking around, finding space. Haggins takes the pass, goes to work in the paint, lovely hook over the top of Drame. And all the points for Club Africain are going Haggins' way.
He's locked in, Haggins, getting involved on defense and on offense, and once again comes alive here for the Tunisian side.
Abba tries to get a little, he's trying to look for that pass to Olasameka, and a little bit frustrating there. The idea was good, but it just, there was no connect.
Abba has slowly grown into this starting five presence here for the Maktown Flyers. Good to see him come alive.
Just running into a little bit of trouble there. Aminu Ahmed, the Nigerian. Been one of the standout players for Club Africain, looking very slick, averaging 10.7 points, getting a lot of time on the floor, Usher, as well.
Aminu Mohamed, very physical, and he is a proper matchup here for Abba. Like-for-like player.
And of course, Nigerians, that's the interesting battle there. Hadidan can shoot from the outside, but he's going to work on the inside. Tries to get the right pass. Haggins battling for it. Good hustling there. Oh, he's got his foot on the ball there, and that's slightly illegal. So possession back in the hands of the Flyers.
The Flyers have started off with good intensity. It's working for them. The big question is, can they play all the 4 quarters exactly like that?
Corbin, Olisameka, Abba for a 3-shot. So he gets his shot just right rim and out. Haggins with a rebound. Abada picks it up. Looking for the pass, Hadidan. Back out to Marnaoui. Marnaoui trying to shake off Butler. It's good strength, that is, from Mohamed to get the ball back to Amada. Amada floats one over the shot. Little touch there. That was all enough to stop it from going through. That's a great drive through, but the polished, finished effort doesn't happen. No points there for the Flyers.
A bit unlucky there for Corbin.
That's a great pass, but again, Abada unable to get the right strength off the boards. Frustration as the travelling call goes on Abba.
Yeah, he looked to change his mind mid that step, and the Maktown Flyers go 2 possessions without scoring. That puts a lot of pressure on them on defense, but Abba, he has to stay locked in here for the Nigerians.
I just want to know, I want to work for the same people that these fans work for, because they've just got 2 weeks off, and they're obviously sort of, getting a pretty good deal with their employers.
It is for a good cause. After all, 3 opening games here, and they've already qualified for the playoffs.
And they still want to stay for the entire campaign. That's brilliant work. And Olisameka, little touch there coming in from Butler, and he's up to 4.
Good stuff there from Butler with Chase. Makes it count for the Maktown Flyers. They're still in the lead with a 4-point lead, but back to the fans. When you find their employer, please let me know.
Just send a postcard to Usher.
Yeah.
You all know where she lives. In one of those 12 countries that she abides in.
I definitely am moving to Tunis now.
There we go. Oh, look at the drive-through. Very aggressive. And quality stuff from Abba. That's what he's capable of doing. A little bit of a jig. The accelerator button is pressed, and he goes into overdrive. Love it. 4 points for Club Africain, 10 for the Flyers. Time for a break.
They are charged with a timeout? Perfect, thank you.
We're now in Akajo National Park. It's a home of the Big Five.
I fell in love in Kigali. People like to enjoy life.
This was my dream since I was a kid, working with the gorillas every day.
There is something really magical about Nungwe National Forest. This is our little piece of heaven.
Rwanda is a place that everybody should really visit.
Welcome to Rwanda.
.410, and the Flyers doing a sterling job right from the top. Butler working hard. Abaz just managed to score a wonderful 2 points there with an aggressive drive through into the middle.
He ignited that run nicely to make up for the earlier move where he didn't score. And that's the kind of attitude you want from a player, and Abba delivers on that.
Jones Jr. Long-range shot coming in from Hadidan, doesn't manage to get the basket, it comes out, and Corbin on a little drive through, gets it out into the corner. Drame of Mali tries to get his shot, and Butler's just coming away from Hadidan, otherwise he could have like perched over the top. Abada. Mohamed gets it back out, Hadidan. Here he goes again. Oh, quality there. Foul committed by Olisameka. It's a 2+1 scenario.
Omar Abada, sometimes you need luck on your side, and this time with that, the way that he flips the ball and it goes in, and now has an opportunity to score on the free throw line, but Olisameka was very late. He contests the call, but Abada has a chance to go to the free throw line.
Seeking his first points from the free throw line today, and makes it a 3-point score.
That's 19 times that he's converted from the free throw line in the Sahara Conference here in Rabat.
Butler Jones Jr. down to 8 seconds, tries to go over the top. It's a fabulous floater there from Butler. Moves up to 6.
Is the habit of this Maktown Flyers team when it comes to acceleration and using his skill set inside the paint.
Hadidan always knocks down 1 or 2 3-pointers oh, that's a great pass there, and it goes right through. Abba doing another brilliant job in pressing the accelerator.
2 times in a row now for the Maktown Flyers. I think we can call him Mr. Ogbedeje Abba. Oga. Should call him Oga Abba.
Ogba Abba. There we go. Love it. Well, the pass goes out of play. And I think that should be the Flyers who get possession there.
Kwani and Basson smiling away, enjoying the action on a day that they're not on court. But let's look at that replay there. Looks like came off Club Africain.
Collected here. This will go down well. They've got twice as many points as their opponents. We've got 3:25 left here in the first quarter. There's Abba stepping up his game. Here's Olisameka to Adekoya. Little touch there. Great work from Aminu Mohamed, and a layup from Abada. Little touch just getting in the way, making life complicated for them. Olisameka right through the middle. Really made sure that that boulevard was his.
That's good reaction from the Maktown Flyers. They're really playing consistently. Even when things don't go for them, they stay locked in.
A little bit of frustration there for Tunisia, trying to get the ball back to Jones Jr. There's a pass there once again. Olisameka! Well, that is the best kind of passing that Olisameka would appreciate.
Good energy for the Maktown Flyers. Things are really going for them. 18 points. They lead Club Africain. That's 2 times more than the Tunisians.
Abada drops it into the middle. Cisse coming on, the pass out to Jones Jr. Wasn't really alert enough to take the pass from Cisse, but the idea was good. Kick it out.
Cisse immediately walks to Jesse Jones Jr. and says, you know, my bad. We'll sort it out. It's that pressure that the Flyers are putting on Club Africain, and it's working.
They need to go to the lab and do a little chemistry test, I think, Asha, because they're lacking a little bit of it on the floor at the moment.
They are Club Africain. Their fans are trying to sing in unison to keep them going here. But the Nigerian side have started off, you know, strongly, and that's what they want.
Drame of Mali is Oko, the 16-year-old Thomas Oko, into the paint again, and that's a great score as well. Akwetier just getting himself the first points.
Captain, fantastic. That's how you want to be introduced in a game like this one. He'll be pleased with the way he finished off easily.
Bada making a mistake and getting the ball into the hands of Butler. Butler, there's the shot coming up over the top. Butler gets another chance around Cisse. Defensive work there from Cisse. And Mohamed gets it out to Jones Jr. His three-shot doesn't fall, and the captain collects it once again, Aguetier.
2 points, 1 important rebound. Wow.
Listen, it is all happening here for the Flyers. He's 16 and he plays as though he's got an abundance more of experience on his shoulders. Look at that.
Beautiful finish from Oko, fresh from the bench with that easy basket. And we've seen them talk about playing here in the Sahara Conference in the BAL for the very first time from Benue State. And you'd think that they've been here before.
No, absolutely. It's very impressive, isn't it, Thomas Oko? Just showing, you know, that wisdom, of course, of being in the BAL. His numbers are good. He doesn't spend more than 10 minutes on the floor, but he's 2.3 points per game. And 1.7 assists and 1.7 turnovers. You put all of those numbers together and you've got a guy who's got a very bright future, Asha.
Yeah, this is where you want to see the best African talent come alive. Nigeria has produced that over the years here in the BAL, in the NBA, across the world. And he knows that the legacy must continue.
Well, we got Chris Etchery as well playing for JCA Kings, who we'll see a bit later on. Same scenario. His rebounding has been excellent. And another 16-year-old, just to give us an idea of the quality that we have coming through Africa, who are going to make massive inroads in the future, wherever they go. It's going to be Club Africain who regain possession. Aguetier unable to get his hands on the ball, but look at that lead. It's a big one, isn't it?
For 9 minutes, Club Africain have not been able to cross the double-digit line here. Quite poor showing already.
Jones Jr. trying to get himself the three-shot. Haggins unable to get his hands on it. It will be Flyers' possession. We're going to the last minute now.
Robbie, you were asking what is the kind of attitude that Club Africain approach a game like this after they've won their first 3 games, qualified for the playoffs, and we're already seeing that they're struggling with the attitude. They'll have to change that going forward.
Yeah, but because your mind relaxes. Big three out wide there. Look at that. That is top quality. Dropped in big time from Adekoya's first points today.
25 points for the Maktown Flyers. They're really flying.
And shots not happening just yet. Very low percentage in terms of field goal shooting. It's 23 seconds left to play here. Thomas Oko quite happy, just bringing the clock down before he gets a high screen. Drive going up, and again a brilliant score there, this time coming from Ujadugele.
Wow, that looked like skywalking, like Michael Jackson.
Moonwalking, skywalking, walking in the sky. Love it. 9:27. No, you're not seeing things. It's the Flyers who lead already qualified Club Africain.
Allez, les fans de la BAL, c'est l'heure du Air Sénégal, match dash and dribble. Voici les règles du jeu pour les deux chanceux qui sont au centre du terrain avec notre animateur Kasser. Ils doivent attraper le ballon, faire la course jusqu'au ballon et réussir un panier et à recommencer. Le premier à faire 3 paniers est le vainqueur. Allez, faisons connaissance de nos joueurs avec Kasser.
Exactement, Paco. Aya Malik, Aya Hassan, ils connaissent les règles, mais ils ont besoin de vous, Rabat. Du coup, pour les encourager. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Allez, on y va. Il va remporter le coup du match de mal. Ok, ça marque des deux côtés. Pour l'instant, c'est serré. Munich, تبدي باللي حسن والريبة. Pour l'instant, ça marche 2-1. Allez, Hassan il prend l'unité. Fuck Tchatcha. Let's go. Ok. Et on a un vainqueur avant, s'il vous plaît, maximum de bruit. Pour Hassan qui remporte le concours du FC Sénégal, Maktown River. Et on repartira à la maison, bien sûr, avec un petit cadeau. Ok, on va. On a besoin de vous. Maximum de micro. Malik, Jawad, attends un cadeau. Vous pensez quoi? C'est une bonne chose ou pas?
Welcome back to the Prince Mully Abdullah Sports Arena here. Club Africain trail by 18 points to Maktown Flyers. The Nigerian champions want to win because if they win, they got a good chance of qualifying, Usher.
16 rebounds for the Maktown Flyers, 6 more than Club Africain. Taking care of that ball has really done wonders for this incredible Maktown Flyers playing in the BAL for the very first time. And let's look at what has stood out here. 12 fast break points for the Nigerian champions, and that has really separated them here against Club Africain in the first quarter.
Yeah, very impressive, isn't it? They're doing everything right. They know that they've got to do everything right. This is not just, you know, a dead rubber for them. It shouldn't be called a dead rubber because Club Africain will want to just fight for their lives and get themselves in a good position by winning as many games as possible. You win at top, then, you know, you've got a good scenario because there's no seeding game. It's just quarterfinals direct, which means that the highest ranked players will take on the lowest ranked players, of course, and that's the scenario that we're looking at. So Club Africain have to take this seriously. They have to get, you know, themselves a victory because they know that even with 3 victories, if they lose the other 2, they still got 2 teams, possibly 3, who could move above them.
Yeah, they have to be careful, but also in terms of the spirit of the game. Club Africain, they're a giant of a club, not just in Tunisia, but across the African continent. Representation means so much for them here, but against the Maktown Flyers, they have so much work to do to return in this game.
Back out long range shot, it's just gone over the top there from Adekoya, trying to add on to his other 3 in this second quarter. Mohamed, a strong charge coming through from Akweti, and it will be a foul.
Now that's a Nigerian against fellow Nigerians. They know each other. Akweti and Oko trying to take on Aminu inside that paint. Nothing is going to come easy here for Club Africain. Maktown Flyers have made it very clear already, and Aminu, from his stance just now, has already gotten a test of that. Club Africain single digit in a quarter. It's the first time we've seen that in the Sahara Conference, and it's a bit of a concern. Whatever words were said at the break after the first quarter will have to be felt. Aminu making it count on the free throw line and sends them to 11 points, 16-point difference here. Maktown Flyers still in charge of their destiny. Get out of here.
What a block. What a block. That's big time, isn't it? And Mohamed coming to the rescue here. He is trying to get the pass. There's Haggins who picks it up in the paint. A little up and under there from Jamel Haggins.
He's up to 6 points. Haggins inside the paint. He's really been a good factor for Club Africain every time he's come on.
Yet to score any points in this second quarter. Adekoya. Drame, separation, shot over the top. Again, you see the rebounding, but that's not going to count.
2 quick changes here for the Maktown Flyers. Captain Akweti going off, as well as Ofure, Ojadugele, and in comes that man, Peter Olisemeka. And of course the backcourt combination of Corbin and James Butler Jr.
All credit to Aminu Mohamed. He's 4 rebounds, 3 assists. He puts together, he's very constant, isn't he? You know, a wonderful acquisition there for Club Africain. As we see the wonderful use of that right arm from Abada. He's up to 7 points.
That is a quick 6 unanswered points here for Club Africain. Omar Abada leading the charge on offense. There's nothing Butler could have done.
It began with a dream of connecting the heart of Africa to the world. The first pioneers were brave, venturing into skies unknown, and today the same spirit lives on. Rwandair soars higher, carrying dreams and stretching our frontiers. It's not just a flight, it's an experience, the kind where every detail is designed to make you feel at home. Rwandair is more than an airline. We are a bridge between Africa and the world, between you and your dreams. Welcome to Kigali.
Well, that was a very good run there for Club Africain, just showing their caliber. Now it's about the Flyers to try and get some altitude once again, because they, I don't know, they lost a little bit of an engine at the start of that second quarter. 1 minute 43 and a little bit of a shake-up. They need to hit back now.
Basketball is a game of runs. The Maktown Flyers conquered that first quarter. They looked like they had some nice pounded yam, egusi soups, and jollof rice for breakfast for lunch. But that will not mean a lot if they can't score here in the second quarter.
Well, Butler going for a long-range shot from out wide. Jawadi collects Abada. Haggins being used a lot here today. There's Abada going through. He can't quite get the right touch off the glass there. A little bit frustrating. It was all set up beautifully into the corner. Butler for a 3 shots, and it's pure nylon.
The first time that the Maktown Flyers score from range in this second quarter. They had 22 points in the paint in the first quarter.
Mohamed back out. There's Haggins. Mid-range 2. And Jawadi, that's just gone out of bounds. Jawadi didn't get the last touch. I think it was Drame maybe. Well, the friend's getting totally behind him. So again, Ashraf, we want to talk about the importance of getting wins. It is about getting wins. You want to win 5 basically if you really want to get yourself the best position going into the finals in Pretoria. In Kigali.
Well, the Maktown Flyers have already seen this here in the BAL. Club Africain can overturn any double-digit deficit, and they've played the most close games that we've seen. They went to overtime against the JCA Kings, got that victory, and also overturned a 7-0 deficit against Al Ahly to win 8-0 within 15 seconds of the last quarter. So they're very strong-minded, Club Africain. It's still too early in the game, and most importantly, they have to stay focused, resilient, and that's what Aminu Mohamed and Jamel Haggins are doing inside that paint. They're taking the ball to Peter Olisameka, as well as Adekoya and Abba, who's back on the court. And already it's paying off on the free throw line.
Yeah, and they just following up on what you said, against Al Ahly, you know, they lost a 17-point lead, but they still managed to finish it off at the end. It was Al Ahly's, you know, who paid the price, of course, but so they're familiar with lots of different scenarios. They feel quite comfortable in those scenarios, and they're still capable of winning. And I think that just gives you an idea of, you know, what this Tunisian team is all about. They can win regardless of what scenario they face.
And talking about scenarios, 10 defensive rebounds already for Club Africain. Gives them the opportunity to maintain ball possession, and that's how they are with this particular one. Maktown Flyers, they have to stay locked in
Well, they're going to stay locked in with Abada Mania hitting the floor here in Rabat. That was sumptuous work.
9 points for Club Africain in the first quarter and 9 points already inside 4 minutes of the second quarter for Club Africain.
Long-range shot from Corbin does it. Boy, he hasn't got any points so far. Quite unusual for a player who can do pretty much everything on the floor here. And wherever he plays, Abada goes up for a 3 shots. Oh, it just rolls back out. It's flung back into play, had it down. Gets a little nudge there from Corbin. Abada just calms things down, 7 seconds remaining. Tries to float it. Gets grounded. And another foul, and I'm just, is that Abara who picks up his second?
70 fouls drawn by Club Africain here in the Sahara Conference in their 4th game. They're the most fouled team in the competition. They have players who can drive into the paint like Omar Abada, Jamel Haggins, Aminu Mohamed. That's their style of play. And that gives opportunities to players like Mohamed Hadidan, even as a big man, to shoot the ball from the outside. It's a problem for their opponents all the time because they then go to the free throw line and have opportunities to make what you'd call, quote-unquote, easy points.
Well, the Club Africain fans making a lot of noise here, getting behind the likes of Abada and co. And I wonder, and I will ask questions to those supporters, if they all turn up in Kigali for the finals at the end of this month, I promise you that I will be asking questions about their employers.
They already said they're coming to Kigali in hundreds.
Well, there are thousands here. That would, if they come in thousands, that would be incredible.
Well, there's space for them inside that 10,000-seater BK Arena in Ramera in Kigali.
They sound like thousands anyway. They're not, of course, thousands, but there's a big contingent here.
Jumbo, it stays Club Africain ball. The fighting spirit here, absolutely through the roof. Great stuff. Peter Lisemeka gets the rebound, but Jawadi joins in for the tussle, and it pays off eventually.
Listen, it's 11 points now. You can see the Club Africain have started to come alive. Abada's got double figures with his 10 points there. Of course, as we saw, Butler Jr. just leading the way with 9 points. But lots of players who've got points for the Flyers. But they're still got to be so careful and wary of Club Africain. Jawadi goes for a long-range shot there. It's good strong hands there for the rebound from Olisomeka down here to Butler. Butler goes for a 2-shot. That's a nice score as well.
Nothing that Hadidan could have done about that. Butler is pushing his numbers up to 9 points and the highest scorer for the Maktown Flyers. Actually up to 11 now in double digits.
He's strong and he knows exactly what he's doing. And Sada, who just gets his first seconds on the floor, draws a foul straight to the free throw line. And Olisomeka picks up his first foul.
Club Africain 5 for 8 on the free throw line today, 62%. It's working for them. They've already drawn 7 fouls and forced the Maktown Flyers to rethink the way they approach defense every time Club Africain attack the paint.
17 fast break points for the Flyers. They love the acceleration, they love velocity.
You can see the conversation between Coach Antonio Kainzos and the assistant coach Vasco Curado, who we saw take care of US Monastir last season, now helping with Club Africain.
Back out to Abar, Oko. Just a little bit too low for it to just sneak over the lip of the rim, and it's gone out to Hadidan. Long range shot. Who gets the last touch there? I think it's going to be Club Africain who will regain possession. on the other side, table side. That's the touch of the right hand. Oh, these fans. Fine voice. Had it down for a three. Sada. Jawadi trying to untangle himself. Does brilliantly there. And he gets the foul. There's a cry of joy there as he realizes that he will go to the charity line. 5 team fouls as well, Usher.
Good celebration there from the Club Africain bench. 1 against 2 there for Jawadi. Good decision making. The clock was ticking, and once again, Club Africain will benefit from an opportunity to score on the free throw line. But about the fans, I think I'm going to join these fans.
Well, I mean, you know, in your spare time, you've just been hanging out with them all the time. I mean, I can't believe it. You're actually dressed in red and white, but luckily we haven't got a camera on you, just so you can see. Maybe on this camera, this high camera, you're down there, you put your hand up, we can see you. There you are.
I've added a couple of lyrics to my addition.
Yeah. Fluent Arabic, Usher Kumigisha.
Yes. And I'll be, you know, sharing the rest of the lyrics with our viewers and listeners as well.
Are you not? You're going to release a song by the end of the year in Arabic, apparently.
It depends on the Arabic. Classic maybe, but Hassan Drame has the ball almost chuckled away there by Oussama Marinawi. That just shows you the attitude that the Tunisians have going into the second quarter. 3 personal fouls for Shanoufi though.
Yeah, that's a little bit concerning. Here's Abada. We've got 3:25 and Thomas Oko. And they're drawing fouls left, right and centre. This is not a good time for the Flyers as they see their lead dwindle away. It's down to 8 and Abada goes straight up to try and build on his 10-point tally. And that is a bit concerning. 2 team fouls for Club Africain. But just look at it on the other side. You do the count, it's what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fouls in total are going against 6 different players. Olusemeka with 2.
74 times that Club Africain have been fouled here in the Sahara Conference. They know it works for them, but it also breaks the tempo in terms of the opponent's approach to offense. But look at the comeback here for Club Africain. 9 points in the first quarter and already up to 26 here in the second.
Malian doing the damage right through the middle. Nice little floater just over the top, and that will give them a little bit of confidence here as they get back to 8 points. Abada goes darting, moving. Chenoufi, Marnawi, shot clock down to 8, goes for a 3 shot. And Jawadi goes down. He's been fouled there, and Sada will pick up his first foul. And finally, the tables are turned momentarily. It's just sideline ball, though.
Like we always say, basketball is a game of runs. The Maktown Flyers had an incredible first quarter, limited Club Africain to their worst quarter so far in the Sahara Conference. But the second quarter shows you a difference between an experienced side and a side that is ambitious but yet to learn from a couple of lessons so far here in the BAL.
Thomas Oko. Drame trying to keep that safe, does well. There's the pass. He just couldn't quite do an up and under there, Abba, but contact has been made. And look at that, and it's exactly that. The tables have turned. Sada picks up his second personal, and all of a sudden, it's Club Africain who are building up a handful of fouls.
They still have some space to breathe, though, Club Africain, but the pressure is starting to amount on them as well. The Maktown Flyers, they've only managed 7 points in 7 minutes and 20 seconds played here in the second quarter, while conceding 17 from Club Africain. Abba comes to the rescue.
So I just need to congratulate you because your live mathematical, summing up skills are second to none. Usher, second to none. If I was a bank here in Morocco, I would contact you immediately and say, I want to employ you.
I think I'm sending you all the bank details in Morocco right away.
And we'll give you 2 weeks off to follow each conference and the finals.
Jesse Jones Jr. back on the court for Club Africain.
Marnawi kicks it out. There's a shot coming in from over the top. It's been made safe there from Drame. And there's a contact from Jones Jr. And just stalling Thomas Oko as he was going. Let's have a look at it a little bit closely from the replay. Drame doing really well. The hand goes up for Jesse Jr. just slows him down. So unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, it was a bit unintentional though from Jesse Jones Jr. But Oko fails to punish Club Africain with the first shot on the free throw line. And just putting things in context here, Oko is the third player for the Maktown Flyers to go to the free throw line today. Hassan Drame and Abba 2 for 2, both of them 100%, but he misses the 2. But still, ball possession will be for the Nigerians.
And this is going to be important. Oh, there's a little touch there. Jawadi just steals. It's Marnawi who collects it, and over the top it goes. Lovely touch. Quality touch there. Silky smooth.
Wow. The gap is decreasing immensely. It's an 8-point game now for the Maktown Flyers, who enjoyed an 18-point lead earlier.
Drame for a 3-shot. Good work there from Abba to regain possession. They go again. Comes back out to Thomas Oko. Trying to shake off Marnawi. Gives the ball away. Jesse Jones Jr. collects it. Jawadi. Oh, missed opportunity. Oko picks it up, and it's going to be an easy layup for 2.
They needed that, the Maktown Flyers. Something going for them. They finally get some points on the board, and for Oko, very important to bounce back from those 2 misses on the free throw line.
10 points in 115, 6 turnovers to 8. And that's great work there. Very good work from Sada. Up to 4 points he goes.
8-point lead now for the Maktown Flyers. They must try and score on every possession going forward.
And that happens. That's a good 2-shot, that is, from Drame.
Drame, 6 points now for the Maktown Flyers. It's been aggressive and also bringing that hit on defense as well, coming up against Osama Marnawi.
Marnawi's 3. Oh, look at that. That is just launched from the sky, goes down, and it's a +1. Drame makes contact with Marnawi.
Well, we know that his most important 3-pointer was that one against Al Ahly to secure a victory, but the way that Hassan Drame tries to box him out after he releases the ball makes sure that it could be a 4-point play here for Osama Marnawi, one of the best shooters we've seen so far in the Sahara Conference.
I mean, talking about limited contact, that really was very close, wasn't it?
It was very close, and it's always a game of margins, Robbie. Jesse Jr. Jones Jr. heads to the bench, and Omar Abada is back on the floor.
7 points and being chopped down, 40.1 seconds remaining. And scores another one. Marnawi up to 6 points now. Solid shooting. Flyers trail by 6. 33 seconds left. Adekoya into the middle. Drame, Butler for 3. Oh, it's just easily snatched out of the sky by Marnawi. Their ball.
They're relaxed now. Club Africain try to run the clock down and make sure they close and score before the halftime break.
Differential of less than a second. Off the rim, second chance points. Oh, it's gone back. But that's going to be the end of the first quarter as Marnawi watches the ball bounce over the line. End of the second quarter, of course, 34 points to 40. Maktown Flyers still in the lead. Look at that, 25-13, the victory. Unless Maktown Flyers regain altitude.
Well, altitude is here for everyone to conquer. Are we going to see Artemis the Fourth conquer here against Club Africain? Are they going to the moon and back in these last two quarters?
Listen, skywalking is what we're after, and Olisameka tries to get himself the second chance point. He gets fouled there, and that's a foul from Hadidan. I think it's his second.
That's a second chance opportunity here for the Maktown Flyers to make amends against Club Africain at the opening of the third quarter. They have to make a couple of adjustments here. And for the Maktown Flyers on the free throw line today, 57.1%, 4 attempts made out of 7. And let's see if Olisameka will chase another double-double here in the Basketball Africa League.
Former Rivers Hoopers player, as we know, up to 7 he goes. And Hadidan with his second. Chinufi's on 3 as well. And Sada is on 2.
Nice follow through there, doesn't drop. Drummer with the rebound, does well.
Butler, lovely floater, look at that. And he moves up to 13 points. Key player we talked about. And enjoying his start to this third period.
Good court awareness there from James Butler Jr. Starts off from where he stopped in that first half.
Lots of time for Hadidan for a 3-shot, knocks it down, delightful to the eye.
Excuse you, that's the third 3-pointer here for Club Africain in this game, and Hadidan does the Lord's work from the outside.
4th attempt at his first 3, manages to drop it in. And there's Drame down into the corner. Abba tries to keep hold of possession. He loses it. Jones Jr. behind the back into Abada's path. He's going to go high. He can't get himself the shot, and he gets bumped there by Drame. And that will be his 3rd personal.
It is the 5th time that Omar Abada is fouled in this game. Every time he gets that ball, especially in transition, he goes and attacks the paint, 1 against 3, gets rewarded, and goes to the free throw line once again. He's 4 for 5, 80% shooting, a very dangerous player that you don't want to foul. And the Maktown Flyers are finding out the very hard way. Omar Abada, 2-time African champion with Tunisia, the FIBA Afrobasket in 2017 in Tunis, and Rades actually, as well as 2021 in Kigali. Always remembered for his tenacity, and we see that every time he gets on the court here at the BAL.
Yeah, but it's a 4-point game, and I think that's concerning for the Flyers. They need to make sure that the points that they actually, the plays that they get turn into points. And again, we see Abba, he had the chance to get the 2 points, and now it's an opportunity here for Club Africain. Mohamed drives through, goes high off the glass, solid attacking basketball there for Aminu Mohamed.
Second time here that Club Africain draw a foul on offense, but Aminu Mohamed takes on Peter Olisameka, and the foul comes from elsewhere.
It's Olisameka's 3rd. That is a concern, because he's one of their primary bigs, of course. That's a worry.
His hand caught out there, and Aminu
in a big Nigerian blockbuster in the paint.
They know each other, Niger boys.
Olisameka, Adekoya goes for a 3-shot, front rim, Olisameka. Oh, there's an offensive foul, I think, from Butler.
We haven't seen much of Jawad Adekoya since his 20 points in that victory against the JCA Kings in their debut game here in the Sahara Conference, but he misses that 3 points there, and there's a foul on the other side.
It's Ole Sameka, it's his fourth
personal foul.
Yeah, the push, that's serious. Oh my word, that's a big shot. Hadidan gets another three. That's 2 threes for the big man. He doesn't want to play on the inside, Usher. He wants it all from the outside. He's been greedy.
Game on. 1 point game here between these two sides. Club Africain have brought the hit against the Maktown Flyers.
It's the first time that they've taken the lead. Club Africain.
Working with the gorillas.
All right, fans. Let's go back to business. Third quarter.
Well, we're back here. Club Africain lead by a point. Maktown Flyers, they've thrown away an 18-point lead that they had at the end of the first quarter.
It is an unbelievable fight here from Club Africain.
Missed opportunity. Abada collects into the corner. Mohamed Jones Jr. Oh my, oh my, oh my. That's a massive three from the corner.
Wow, this game has completely been flipped on its head, and Club Africain are in charge of their destiny.
Oh, responds in the right way. Adekoya hits a fabulous three.
Whatever was said in that timeout was important for the Maktown Flyers. Abdurrahman Mohamed, he knows that they are literally playing in a den here with these hundreds of Club Africain fans who are giving so much energy to the players on the court.
Well, Adekoya 10.3 points down from his average, what he normally produces per game. He's 13.5 points. He's got 6 so far. Trying to bring up his numbers. 1 point game. Lovely work there from Abba. He just can't get the touch over the top, but and the hand goes up for Hagen's foul, and that will be his first.
In the absence of Peter Olisameko, who is out with 4 personal fouls, Abba and Akweti will have to take on the duties inside the paint, take on Mohamed Hadidan in that attempt to get rebounds. This time it works for them. 207 centimeters there for Mohamed Hadidan. They'll have to engage their physical aspects here and skill set, the Maktown Flyers. But Abba, he has to make it count despite the whistles from the Club Africain fans.
Yeah, we've got headsets on, remember. I mean, you know, it's cancelling out like sort of, you know, 80% of what's happening in the stands. And I can tell you that, well, it's noisy, to say the least. We're level at 47 each. Odeje Abba getting that shot there to restore parity. Abada looking for Hadidan. Gets him. 3-shot coming up, maybe. He's the big man hitting big shots from the outside.
Wow, 3rd 3-pointer here for Mohamed Hadidan out of 8 attempts and 2nd straight.
Another one coming in, and Adekoya hits his 3rd straight 3.
Good response for the Maktown Flyers. That man, Adekoya, coming alive once again, this time against the Club Africain.
Look there. It's tit for chat. Hadidan surely not on another one. He can't. Lovely defensive work there, or offensive work, just to tap the ball back to Abada. And that's gone out of play. Who's going to get that? It looks like Club Africain to me.
Club Africain starting to feel the pressure. Yes, they're back in it. The game is tied at 50-all, but they'll have to do so much work as that ball goes off the foot.
Abada in possession, goes over the top to Hadidane. Jones Jr. down to Abada. Abada, quick acceleration, good footwork, Hadidane. Oh, come on! He's up to 12. This is madness.
4 3-pointers for the big man here of Club Africain, and they're really switching on at the right time.
He's going to be chasing Randall's record soon. Big drive going right through the paint there. We'll let the frustration there from Abba because it's an offensive foul.
That physicality has been working for him, Abba. And let's look at the way he takes on Jamel Haggins. The hand is out, and it is an offensive foul. But Mohamed Hadidane, the follow-through from the left side, second consecutive time in that particular sport, and he's enjoying it.
Look at that, 12 points, 4 threes and an assist, of course. That is just, it's bombastic, isn't it, from Hadidane? Love it. The big man coming to the fore. That's what we like to see. A little bit of a change in the tactics a little bit. We knew that he could shoot us, and we've seen him just dropping in those big shots, you know, once in a while. But that has just been clockwork for someone capable of scoring from the outside. Abba goes up. Oh, he's just going to ride around the other side. Thomas Oko pushed out by Jones Jr. Or as they need to... He's down on the ground. He's not in a great place, Jones Jr., but they're claiming that there was contact.
Well, I know that he likes to wear a mouth guard. He must be okay. Let's see what happens.
Well, it's just accidentally. He's trying to bring the arms around to try and find his player. Oh, it's the elbow, isn't it, that goes into his face. So he's so close, Jones Jr. I wonder what the interpretation is going to be here.
Well, ideally, he was trying to fake and get a pass going for the Maktown Flyers. But normally, that should be his cylinder. But the referees, well, have discussed, and it is Maktown Flyers ball, green ball.
So that's a good call. Okay, well, they are going to review it, I think.
They're still going to review
it. They're going to review it. But he's 16, Thomas Oko. You know, I would say if he was a lot older or wiser, you know, you like sort of you can get away with things like that. I think it was just accidental, to be honest with you. But we'll wait until see what they say.
Well, the
I always
question
like to get my opinion first.
That is a natural position. Where else could his left hand have gone, if you think about it? But we wait for the referees to look into it.
Jones Jr. is so close to him. He can't even move. He's like sort of, you know, so this is the interpretation.
Hortensia Sanchez Carizales, a.k.a. Coquito, first referee from Mexico to officiate in the BAL. We'll have a conversation there with Wael Ibrahim Mustafa from Egypt and Hassan Kamate from Côte d'Ivoire.
All very experienced officials, of course, that we've seen year in, year out here in the BAL.
Yeah, they've done a couple of major FIBA tournaments in Africa, outside of Africa, World Cups, and that experience is what we love to see. But the fans, Robbie, the fans, just listening.
coach's challenge that they're going to... You can see that it was Hortensia Sanchez Caradales of Mexico who was just making the gesture, explaining to Abdelrahman Mohamed. No challenge, so they decided. We saw the official review, and he was saying, I want to have a coach's challenge because he hasn't done one yet, and then finally he was explained that he can't go for the coach's challenge because the official review has already taken place and the decision's already been made. So he gets to keep it rather than losing it. 3-point
lead here for Club Africain. They have the ball possession and an opportunity to extend their lead.
Mohamed goes up, a little bit short. Another foul. This is getting to be problematic. This time it's Alakoya. Doesn't have any to his name, but it's 5-team fouls for Maktown Flyers with 4:49 left to play. They found themselves in that, tricky scenario already in the second quarter. For the last 4 minutes, it was like foul after foul after foul. They've got to be a little bit careful with that. It's just difficult because Club Africain, they're crafty players.
3 made free throws for Aminu Mohamed so far in this game out of 6 attempts. 3 personal fouls for Bright Akweti, the captain of the Maktown Flyers, and 4 for Peter Olisameka. That's big man danger for the Nigerian side.
Oko going floating one over the top. Tries to get the rebound, but it's Mohamed. Who does really well into the corner, handed down. Another 3-shot goes over. It doesn't fall this time, and it's a quick transition. Nicely done. Butler for 2. Up to 15 he goes, leading on scorers.
Good transition there for the Maktown Flyers. 21 fast break points already. That has worked for them already, and that comes from the ability to get defensive rebounds.
Mohamed Abada kicking it out, had it down. Surely this is going to be going down as one of the best outside perimeter scoring performances from a big.
5 3-pointers now for the Tunisian big man, and every time the Maktown Flyers switch off, he punishes them. There's no one to guard him from the outside, and even if Bright Akweti steps up to guard him, there's a huge mismatch in terms of size, but he sees the space, tongue out, and celebrates with the fans in the stands.
He's 39 years of age, played at the Olympics, he's played and won titles with Tunisia. That's great work in the paint. Brilliant stuff from Akweti, and he gets the score +1, and that's exactly what they needed to do. It's a 2-point game, potentially a 1-point game. There's
Good
the
stuff
swipe
there. 1 against 3 for Akweti, and he says, come on. He takes on the bigs, Cisse, Hadidan, and Aminu Mohamed, and he'll catch a breath there. It's been very tough for him and the Maktown Flyers in this third quarter. They managed to put up some 16 points here in the third quarter, and 22 for Club Africain.
He's at 27.8% with his 3-point shooting coming into this. Hadidan hit a couple, but this has been classy, isn't it, from the big man. Abada trying to shake off Oko. Does really well, 3 seconds remaining, needs to get a shot in, floats one over the top and delivers. Oh, come on, Abada mania, hitting Rabat in a big way.
That's a beautiful fadeaway from Omar Abada, standard leader here for Club Africain. Sometimes you need luck.
That is a classy up and under from Abar as well. He goes up to 9 points. Again, just keeping those points going up onto the scoreboard, just preventing Club Africain from just getting away with 3 minutes left to play, or 2:50 more so. Oh, Cisse! And drains big time.
He got it in the right place at the right time. Cisse gets one over Abba. But as we know, the game of basketball, you quickly have to turn around.
Come on, Adekoya up to 12 with another three-pointer. Matches Hadidan with 4 threes.
Hadidan is doing the goods for Club Africain. And on the other side, Jawad Adekoya.
Foul committed by Abada, and that's his first personal. 2:21 left to play, and a 2-point separation here between these two champions of their respective countries. Look at that from Cisse. You can do that, Usher.
No, this is easy work. I can do that.
You normally do a backflip as soon as you've actually drained, you know, off the back. It's quite spectacular.
It's just that mine is not on TV.
We don't do it. You don't do it in front of the screen.
Yeah.
It's in front of the cameras, do you?
Yeah. I want the players to shine, you know.
No, I understand that. I mean, that's just you being humble.
Yeah. And it's important, really, in this work that we do. Yeah.
You can't buy quality, not even from the soup.
It's a battery, yeah.
Second chance points. Butler goes up. Oh, rebounds being made by Haggins.
1 against 4. Nothing much Akweti could have done in that instance.
7th rebound for Haggins as we see Jones Jr. driving in, more or less unchallenged there.
Loss in concentration there from Oko.
Quality from Abba. Look how high he gets, that right arm, just to keep it safe off the high glass and in.
He's a high energy player, Abba, and that's why he stays on the floor for as long as he does for the Maktown Flyers. He's already at 22 minutes so far.
8th rebound for Haggins, offensive this time. Bada kicks it out. Looking for his 5th three. Come on. Stranger things have happened.
Yeah. Conversation here between Hadidan and Wael Mustafa, the referee. But the Maktown Flyers maintain ball possession here. Marnawi comes on for James Jones Jr. If you thought that Hadidan was a 3-point shot threat, Marnawi and Omar Abada are here to help as well.
1:14 left in this third quarter. Adekoya down into the corner. There's Butler. Butler floats one. Pulls out the back ends and picked up by Hadidan. Another rebound for him. Marnawi, 3-shot going up, and it goes straight in. Marnawi, wee.
Welcome back, Usama Marnawi. At least I warned you.
Adekoya, that's massive. And it's been picked up by Chinufi.
Wow, the fans really continue to enjoy this game. Brings so much energy, the best we've seen in the BAL over the years.
+5 and 30 seconds. Oh, come on, Abada driving in. Look, he finds that little bit of space, hits a 3. He's up to 20 points here, and they got an 8-point lead.
I think for the fadeaway, the second time he's done it in a row, I think he deserves more than just 3 points.
Unbelievable.
I mean, the style, the fashion that he does it. Wow, well done, Omar Abada.
Oko can't get the ball out wide. Adekoya, the key long-distance shooter there. Marnawi gets it back out 2 seconds. And, well, it's too late, I think, for Chinufi to get himself another bucket. And look at that, the tables have turned. All smiles for Omar Abada and co as we see that fabulous 3-shot. It's 69 points for Club Africain, 61 for Maktown Flyers. Ice in his veins.
C'est l'heure du Puma Free Throw Frenzy. Nous avons sélectionné 2 participants chanceux qui vont rejoindre notre animateur Kassem sur le terrain. Ils auront 30 secondes pour réussir le plus de lancers francs possible. Celui qui réussit le plus de lancers francs remportera un prix BAL. Alors passons la parole à Kassem.
Merci Paco. Maya Adnan, Maya Zied, ils connaissent les règles. Moujoud. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Allez, il va remporter son cours. Pour l'instant, Zied prend de l'avance. Allez, tu peux le rattraper encore. Allez, fixe ton tir. Allez. Toujours 1-0.
15 secondes.
encore.
10 secondes.
Un partout. Un partout pour l'instant.
4, 3, 2,
Ok, on va dire. Et c'est fini. Et le vainqueur du concours Puma Fusion Frenzy, c'est un maximum d'applaudissements pour lui, s'il vous plaît. Et on repartira avec un petit cadeau de la part de Puma. Marcel, c'est à vous, Rabat.
69-61. And, well, that's what it looks like, the game summary.
No, come on. 10 3-pointers here for Club Africain. And that man, Mohamed Hadidan, the center, the big man, scoring 5 of those. And for the Maktown Flyers, 5 from 18 attempts. But the big question is, the Maktown Flyers, they must find solutions in ways to stop Mohamed Hadidan. Do they bring back Peter Olisemeka at the beginning of the 4th quarter, or do they wait?
Well, Drew Cisse hasn't spent too much time on the floor, but look at what he's done. The dunk of the game is made in Drew Cisse land.
Wow, everything in basketball is about efficiency. He's now made it to the highlight reel. Good finish, great energy, and takes on Abba, and the celebration says, come on, let's do this.
Hey, there is only points as well, which is just magnificent. Omar Abada is stealing the show here with his 20-point tally.
Absolutely impeccable performance so far by that man, Omar Abada. 20 points in this game. He had 6 in the last game that they played, but it's still 1 more quarter to go, and he could increase that number to more than 20.
So his PPG is going to go up. He's on 17.3, and that's going to go up following what he's managed to achieve out here today. And we still got a quarter to play. It is about Club Africain. He's just stepped over the line there in the corner, that Chinufi, and possession back in the hands of the men in green. The Flyers of Nigeria, keen to get back into the slipstream and deliver, because they trail by 8.
A 27-9 lead in the first quarter, an 18-point lead at 1 point in this game for the Maktown Flyers. But experience and a never-give-up attitude from Club Africain have seen them dominate the 2nd and 3rd quarters. But now, 1 more quarter to go, the most important one.
Adekoya. Thomas Oko, very aggressive, kicks it back out, but it's Manawi who just pinches, and he goes on a wonderful drive here, and he uses the board beautifully. That lovely little touch there, the fans out of their seats enjoying that.
Scored a 3-pointer earlier in the 3rd quarter. This time goes down the lane with the left and finishes with the right. Great skill set there from Osama Marnawi.
10-point lead now. Tables have seriously turned here. Hadidan moves down into position, not in the paint, in the corner. But this time he does pick it up in the paint and tries to drive through Butler, who will pick up his 3rd personal.
Well, I'll tell you that Mohamed Hadidan, with that attempt under the rim, is just trying to show off a little bit. 5 3-pointers earlier, and now he's saying, I can actually score from inside the paint.
He's already my MVP if Club Africain go, because that is just absurd what he's doing out there today, you know. And sometimes we look at the centers, we look at the fours, we look at these players, you know, who are just expected to do so much in that paint, in the realm where they really go to work. But Hadidan today has been top quality, because he's drawing attention on the outside. We had a glimpse of it right from the very first game that they actually played against Ville de Dakar, when they managed to win by 6. But this is a masterclass in showing that you can have variety, even if you are stigmatized into a certain position.
We've seen the ones that are edging like fine wine do a fantastic job. Sofiane Kordo with Fous de Rabat, and Hashim Tabet with Dar City, and now another 39-year-old here in Mohamed Hadidan. That is absolutely incredible to experience.
Oh, look at that for a block, and it's been stopped by Haggins. You're not coming through. He'll pick it up, and he'll drain. A big slam dunk there from Haggins, who moves up to 8.
From the steal down the lane to the great assist that Omar Abada gives him, Haggins makes no mistake.
And Olisemeka coming on, despite the fact that he's got 4 fouls, just has to be a little bit more careful. but remarkable stuff here. It's a 10-point game once again, but it's the Flyers who are trailing this time.
The Flyers must react.
Number 6 nearly falls, but back out off the metal. Butler makes it safe. Corbin down into the corner. That's an offensive foul going on Abba, and Abba picks up his 4th, and that is a problem as well.
That's another problem for Abdurrahman Mohamed. Calls in dangerous moments like this need decisions, and it looks like one has been made. Ofure Ojagugele will now try to come on. But Club Africain, they've been fantastic.
Abada around the outside, good drive, and again more points going in, and he's up to 22.
This is his 3rd game in 4 that he is in 20s in the scoring column here for Club Africain. 21 against Ville de Dakar, 25 against Al Ahly, and 6 against JCA Kings.
Look at that from Cisse, celebrating a brilliant block once again. And if he's not scoring a poster dunk, or you know, then he's doing a poster block.
Well, you see the difference there in terms of recruitment between the two sides, Club Africain and the Maktown Flyers. While Peter Olisemeka and Akweti are off in terms of the fouls that they have. For Club Africain, they have Hadidan, they have Cisse, they have Haggins, Aminu Mohamed, so many options to choose from.
Here's Drame going up. Oh, he's just been blocked there by Cisse of Guinea and the United States of America. Omar Bada, double-double, 10 assists and 22 points. And really having the time of his life here in the Sahara Conference, looking very slick indeed.
And that's a contribution of more than 40 points, if you think about it. And under the assumption that each of the assists got 2 points and not a 3-pointer for Hadidan. But wow, the fans love it.
Back out to Mohamed. Long-range shot from Marnaoui. It's pure net from Marnaoui. Dropping in to push himself to 14 points now. And timeout's been called. Look at that. 15-point lead now for Club Africain. They've most definitely said, we want to go all the way.
Tunisia.
Still here, Benny?
Well, home court advantage is for Fusta Rabat, but every time that Club Africain play, they've got a few thousand fans here who are just making it very complicated for anybody they play against. Maktown Flyers being beaten with by Club Africain here.
Well, for starters, it's the very first time that the Maktown Flyers are playing in an indoor arena, because there's not one in Makodi, in Benue State, where they come from. It's not an excuse, Robbie, but that is just the reality. And of course, playing in front of fans like the Club Africain ones, who have songs and can sing from -1 hour before the game to 1 hour after the game. That just shows you the resilience they have, but also the impact it has on the game.
The 3 players who've got double figures for Club Africain, all Tunisian. It just gives you an idea of Tunisian basketball and What a fabulous country that loves, you know, the sport, mad about it, I would say. US Monastir, previous winners, Club Africain. I mean, you know, showing off really the potential of going all the way, just in the way that they've actually, you know, seized control of the Sahara Conference. Only team to have got 3 wins, you know, out of 3. They've turned things around, but they fought back from beyond and got themselves, you know, into these comfortable positions. It shows a lot of character.
From 18 points down, like you've said, Robbie, to 15-point lead. That is 33 plus points. I mean, so much quality. They'll look back at the film for the first quarter and they will not believe that it was them that played it out against the Maktown Flyers. But it's always how you finish the game at the end of the day.
That's true. But, you know, they led Al Ahly by 17. Lost that lead, but still managed to win. So there's loads of different scenarios that are favourable for them as they prepare to go to Kigali. First of all, they've got another game after this, of course, and they'll want to try and finish off on a high. It's not just against anyone, it's about bragging rights, but it's also about, you know, positions and who you're going to play against. Fusta Rabat is the final game on Sunday, and that is a great score. The points won't count. Straight to the free throw line for Mohamed. Whistle was blown. Foul was committed before the ball was knocked in. And Ujadu Gele picks up his second.
It's a bit of a concern there for the Maktown Flyers. They keep finding themselves in these dangerous positions where they have to take on a side like Club Africain that has drawn the most fouls we've seen in the Sahara Conference. They had to find solutions going into this game, but for now, they have to play clean defense with Olisameka still on the floor and avoiding that 5th foul.
Finding it complicated now, but it's been collected at the back by Ujadu Gele. Bada picks up his second personal. It's only just the first team foul. It just gives you an idea of, you know, the discipline that they've actually got as well. 82 points. Now, we haven't seen one single team reach 100 points, I think, in this Sahara Conference, where we had 9 in the Kalahari Conference.
Well, we'll see all of that in the playoffs, Mr. Roby.
Yeah, we will. That's going to be fantastic. And
I hope you're excited, Robbie.
Oh, massively. I think that no one could not be excited when you actually see what happened in the Kalahari Conference. You know, with the Tigers, with Dar City going through Al Ahly, Libya, and of course Petro de Luanda. It's some big fish in a big pond that are going to go all out for the attack. It's going to be fantastic. And here in Sahara Conference, it's been mesmerizing, isn't it?
It's been absolutely mesmerizing and true to the name of the conference, the Sahara Conference, named obviously after the Sahara Desert. And all the competing teams actually have a bit of a touch and a feel of the Sahara Desert. One of the great landmarks on the African continent.
Marnawi.
Well, as Marnawi goes to the free throw line there's going to be a chance from the guard position there by Antonio Kainzus of Club Africain. The foul and the air ball by Omar Abada sends Jesse Jones Jr. back onto the court. Jawadi comes back in for Aminu Mohamed. They look a little bit tired, and it seems that they've done so much of the work. They're in a good position now with that 20-point lead. 4.5 minutes to play here in the last quarter.
complicated scenario. Maktown Flyers will take on Dakar from Senegal in their final game, and that's going to be mesmerizing. It really is, because it might decide who will actually go through. Who knows? Depends what happens with Dakar. They've got 2 more games to play, of course, but I'm not saying it's a done deal now, but you just have to look at the scenario. It's a 22-point advantage. This is the biggest lead that we've seen in this game, despite the fact that the Nigerian champions led by 18 at the end of the first quarter.
Maktown Flyers, with that basket by Abba just now, they've only managed to score 4 points in this last quarter in 6 minutes of playing time, while conceding 14 from Club Africain.
And a foul committed there on Abba. Again, he's strong when he goes into the paint. It's Cisse who picks up his first foul. Who's a wonderful asset to Club Africain, and hasn't been used to his full potential. Still got a lot of playing time coming up, I'm sure, especially heading to Kigali, the land of 1,000 hills, where there's going to be a lot of undulating action in the Rwandan capital come the end of the month. First day, 22nd of May.
Well, the Maktown Flyers have so much legacy to build on, with the Rivers Hoopers going all the way to 3rd position. Peter Olisameka being part of that earlier here in the BAL. Kwara Falcons didn't go far, but the Maktown Flyers will try to be the 2nd team from Nigeria to play in the playoffs. Game of different quarters. 9 points for Club Africain, 27 for the Maktown Flyers in the first quarter. And the difference was massively done in the 2nd and 3rd quarters for Club Africain. 25 points as compared to 13 for the Maktown Flyers in the 2nd quarter. But the 3rd quarter, 35 points for the Tunisian Giants, limiting Maktown Flyers to just 21, and that right there is where the game changed for the Nigerians.
83-67, 16 points. There's the attempt to try and get the shot off the glass there. Butler goes driving in. Abar on 15, he's got 4 personal fouls now. Butler's got 3 personals, 15 points, and Cisse's got his 2nd personal. We've got 3:22 left to play.
James Butler Jr., 15 points already here today. Adekoya, Jawada Adekoya came off the bench with the 12. And Abba in his 2nd start here for the Maktown Flyers, already up to 15. And Olisameka with the 9.
Manawi. This has been a massive statement game. I think that you know, you're fully prepared for any kind of a scenario if you can do what Club Africain have done. They will be the team who have showed us that they can produce the Houdiniacs. They can clamber out of difficult situations. They can remain composed. Composure being such an important word in basketball, of course. Look at that, it's a wonderful score there from Abar, up to 15 points now. 17, sorry.
Good stuff for Abba. 17 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. He's really been one of the standout players here for the Maktown Flyers. He's given everything that he could on against Club Africain, but a timeout here by Antonio Kainzos to try and re-strategize on things that can work for them as they try to close out this game.
This is the play of the game. Haggins, Abada, back to Haggins. Love the way that, you know, Abada's, he understands exactly who he's got with him. It's an easy ball into the hands of that man, Haggins, who starts it all off with that monster block down in his own backyard. And then the finish, it's a flush.
Jamel Haggins continues to contribute here to the Club Africain offense. It's been the Mohamed Hadidan show with those 15 points, Omar Abada with the 22, but that dunk just shows you how much quality he brings to Club Africain. To 8 points today, 9 rebounds, 6 of them defensive, 1 steal, and that one very important block that had that man, Omar Abada, take him down the lane for the dunk. 22 points, 11 assists for Omar Abada, a double-double, and he's earned the rest on the bench. The Tunisian giant and legend.
Listen, 13 points, you know, there's still time if they want to try and steal the ball, turn it into points. Couple of big plays, but it's up to the Flyers to get in there very quickly. 2:33 left to play, and Jones Jr., Jawadi, it's all opened up for him. He floats one. Oh, it's been picked up there, and a good rebound there for Olisameka.
And that's a double-double for Peter Olisameka. He is... Oh, he's still at 9 points.
Still at 9 points, yeah, but he's, his rebounding has been...
And he's really been present for the Maktown Flyers.
And a score there for Butler up to 18, and it is now 11. But as I said, you know, it's the clock. Both teams on 5 team fouls. Have to try and put this one to bed if you're Tunisian. But shots like that doesn't help from Marnaoui, a rare miss. There's Oko going up, high off the glass. He gets the 2+1. That's a fantastic start to this attempt to produce a remontada.
Looking at Oko taking on the Club Africain defense, finds the bucket and will go to the free throw line for yet another opportunity to reduce that gap. Takes it down to a single digit. The celebration there inside the paint just shows you what it means for the Maktown Flyers, who could have a late comeback here. And already some frustration on the Club Africain bench, starting to feel the pressure now.
Oko. And that's well, the rebound well is missed opportunity there. Good work from Ujadugele. And they go again. Here he is, Oko, trying to go high off the glass. It's thwarted by Cisse and Co, and picked up there by Abada and the boys as they lead by 9 with 1:30 left to play. Got it.
Just as it seemed like it was done 3 minutes ago when Abada went off, he's back on the floor to take care of the ball and run down that clock.
He can see the reaction there from Coach Abdelrahman and Mohamed. So frustrated and annoyed. A foul that goes against the Flyers. They go straight to the free throw line. At the same time, it stops the clock, Usher, and it's not actually a bad thing.
Well, there's a technical foul on the bench there for the Maktown Flyers. Omar Abada will go to the free throw line, and he's really done well for Club Africain here today. 6 for 7, shooting at 85%, and already up to 22 points. He could send the lead into double digits.
.74, a little bit of pressure. Omar Abada, 23 points here today, and that's 24 for him, and an 11-point lead, 1:17 Tomasoko, Abba driving right through. Oh, this attempt to try and slam it in there from Olisameka to try and get that double-double that's still being a little bit elusive. 60 seconds left to play here in Rabat. Club Africain in control. Abada goes down, and Tomasoko picks up his third personal. This is the block of the game. Marabada going up. And that's Drame saying you're not coming through.
Hassan Drame, it was blocked earlier in the game, but this time he's on the blocking side. But that man, Omar Abada, once again, a 20-plus point game for Club Africain. Just continues to shine and be one of the standout players we've seen here in the Sahara Conference. And the Maktown Flyers can't seem to find a solution to stop him.
55 seconds left. 86-74. You just get the impression that Club Africain have, you know, they've got control of this. And we see the block of the game with Drame making sure that Abada doesn't come through. There's no exit here.
Yeah,
there is no exit.
That was perfectly timed by Hassan Drame. Waited for him to release that ball, connected with it, and sent it out into the crowd. So much sporting royalty courtside here today. Hashim Tabet, president of the Tanzanian Basketball Federation, and also, of course, one of the star players for Dar City, made their debut in the Kalahari Conference, enjoying the game with Luol Deng. And Victor Oladipo is back again as well, courtside.
Can't stay away.
Can't stay away from all this action.
Of course, we had Joachim Noah here at the start of the week as well. It's big news if you're on the continent and you like basketball, if you like sport, if you like atmosphere, if you like singing, if you like culture, if you like music, if you like watching Usher's, you know, style of clothes that she has every day is different. Her sneaks, they change every day as well. A multitude of colors.
And the food. Very good African food.
Here we go, back on as little touch there from Jawadi, still an opportunity. There's Oko going off, tries to get a little touch. The battle continues. Oko picks it up once again. Ujadugele goes, gets rid of his. Oh, he gets swiped there. And
good fight there from Oko, twice fighting and getting the ball back.
3-shot, and the rebound's good there. Finally, Ujadugele getting his third and fourth points.
Good resilience there from the Maktown Flyers. Oko, Lucky Subel Oko, and Ofure Ojagudele. It's doing a good job, but there's need for treatment here for Jawadi. We'll get it real quick from the medical team. Ojagudele tries to release for the three-pointer there, and that's where his left hand taps a bit of Jawadi's face, but he's fine, he's up.
It's after the release of the ball, he goes down, and it's his left, it's the arm that goes down, isn't it? He's really right behind him, so a little bit of a swipe to the face, a little bit of blood, I think, so he'll get some treatments, and maybe we won't see the Jawadi once again, but as we take a look at the line scores.
Yeah. 46 rebounds here for Club Africain, 2 less than the Maktown Flyers, but the biggest difference here is the three-pointers. 11 for Club Africain that helped them to overturn an 18-point deficit and take on a 10-point lead with just 22.8 seconds to play here in the last quarter. As we wait for action to resume here. Let's look at the game leaders. Omar Abada, 25 points, leading all scorers today. 18 for James Butler Jr. Ogbodeje Abba with 17 in his second start for the Maktown Flyers. Usama Marinawi joining the scoring lineup with 15. And of course, that man, Mohamed Hadidan, 15 points. But more importantly, 5 of 14 threes scored today.
Former US Monastir player in Tunisia as well, and Wydad in Morocco, Lebanon, Beirut. Club Africain played between 2015-2016 and then back for a second stint in 2023. Here, he has been dominant and he has been shooting from the perimeter, looking very, very effective as well. 5 3-pointers. 21 seconds left to play here, 86-76, and a chance for them to try and do something. There's Jones Jr. getting tangled up there with Ujo Dugeli. And it is going to be the Flyers.
And both teams are in foul trouble now with 15.8 seconds to go, but let's look at the replay there.
Oh, it's the left elbow. He's in trouble, I think, Jones Jr. with that.
Yeah, it's a quick unsportsmanlike foul, but the referees will continue to discuss and see what it could result in. It was a bit of an overreaction there from Jesse Jones Jr.
Might get an upgrade, I'm afraid. They'll go and take a look at this. And
number 2
no.
the spotlight. We're gonna review to confirm the call. Okay?
So they're reviewing the full on number 2.
So the referees telling both sets of players to go back to their benches.
Well, this is where the officials, you know, come into the fore and, you know, get in between. Or you pick your winner. Well, it's pretty much done, isn't it? Club Africain, they've done a pretty good. They voted in 92% to 8% in the voting today. They may have got it right with 15.8 seconds left to play. I think that's the call. We're going to take a well, they're going to take a closer look at this to see, you know, if it deserves an upgrade or not. But a little swipe of that left arm that. Quick decision made. A frustrating day for the Maktown Flyers. They will be back. They will be coming in and taking on the Ville de Dakar of Senegal, who have got one victory as well. They managed to beat Fusta Rabat, the hosts, which was has given them a lifeline, and that battle might be one to find out who will be going to Kigali, which is going to be massive, depending on what Ville de Dakar do in their penultimate game.
Everything is about the ifs right now, but with a 10-point lead here, Club Africain look like they're closest to victory against the Maktown Flyers as we wait for the referees to make that final decision. Jesse Jones Jr. has had time to think about that action, and he'll stay on the court. Antonio Kainzos will not take him off. Both teams are in foul trouble, and it has been given as an unsportsman foul.
24 is gonna shoot 2 with 14 on the clock.
2 shots for the Maktown Flyers, and they get possession back. Well,
there it is. Tried to flip the ball away and box him out, but it ended up as a push with the left elbow.
Well, if they could, this is
Oh, he'll go off then. Jesse Jones Jr. excluded from the game. And in comes Jawadi.
It's a big call, isn't it? You know, I mean, it's so late in the game. that it won't have a massive knock-on effect, but he has to leave the arena
and go to the dressing room indeed.
He'll be a little bit disappointed with himself, you know, with the call. He'll be a little bit frustrated, but he'll be back. Jonas Jr., of course, we know that, you know, he's found his place in this team. Let's have a look at Uja Tugele trying to get an important shot. Gets his first. They get possession back. Get a 3 points from that. Anything's possible after that, depending on how many seconds left on the clock.
Well, we've seen Club Africain do exactly that, overturn a 7-point deficit against Al Ahly in 15 seconds in the last quarter when they went on that crazy 8-0 run. It came down to an unsportsmanlike foul by Abdel Gouad. So anything can happen.
Got to shoot. Mid-range 2. Over the top. Well, it's game over, I think. They've done it. They've done enough. There it is, the final buzzer. Club Africain make it 4 from 4. The Tunisian new boys in the BAL have stormed into the Sahara Conference and produced yet another stirring comeback to claim victory over the Maktown Flyers, who go to 1-3 with 1 game remaining. Club Africain, table toppers. Maktown Flyers, again, have to go and try and get their second victory and just hope that everything goes their way.
Well, for the Club Africain fans here, excited to see their side continue to win. They were down in the first quarter with the Maktown Flyers leading 27-9. They did not panic. They stayed focused, just poise and execution. And look at the numbers, 11 3-pointers. That right there was the difference for Club Africain. Mohamed Hadidan doing the heavy lifting from the 3-point line to give them an opportunity to come back and take yet another deserved lead for them. And that's absolutely incredible for them as a team.
Yeah, 86-77, 27-68 field goals, 31-77. Maktown Flyers are very much, they've got to bounce back, but these guys are flying. Club Africain, they have produced an incredible victory once again. They've managed to beat Ville de Dakar. They managed to beat Al Ahly, JCA Kings, and now they down the Maktown Flyers in what has been fantastic basketball that they played, led by the ever-dangerous Omar Abada. Club Africain, unbeaten here in the Sahara Conference. Fusta Rabat, look at that, it's 2-1, and Al Ahly 2-1. Ville de Dakar, Maktown Flyers, JCA Kings. Let's catch up with Mohamed Hadidan, who's with us.
5 3-pointers for you today. What was going through your mind?
You know, you see first half, I think I shot 6 or 5, 0-0. I think in second half we are going another energy, another mentality. You know, I'm here to help my team. I think it's a big win today. We are 4 in a row. I hope we finish like this for tomorrow. Congratulations for our team. Congratulations for our fan. It's a big game today. I hope we finish tomorrow last game to make a 5-5.
You remember the game against Al Ahly? You were in the lead but came back to win in the last second. Same thing today. What does that say about the character of your team?
Yeah, it's the same, but